Out of the shadows, you emerge from the Universal Brotherhood chapter house, momentarily blinded by the bright lights of the Lone Star perimeter surrounding the exit. Despite the clean night air, the stench of ichor and decay clings to you, a smell that may never fully go away. You drop your Aegis-filled shotgun, and it's quickly spirited away by one of Telestrian's minions. Weapons are slowly lowered as you step out into the street, the order coming from Detective McCluskey himself. You can see that James Telestrian is just nearby, pulling his strings. It's over. Jessica Watts has been dealt with, and Sam has his justice. The dead man's deed is done. All you need now is to make a phone call, and it ends. Peter with James Telestrian. And after we broke up the ritual, Angel V chased Jessica into a small chamber where she was cornered by a couple of buggers. Guess they weren't impressed with her performance. They were about to eat her. And Angel V says something like, "I won't let them eat you, Jessica. You're coming with me. You're going to pay for what you've done." It was very dramatic. Then we splattered the bugs and handed her over to the UCAS FBI. They're going to want to have a long talk with her about the Universal Brotherhood. So this nest is cleaned out. And your cousin Lynn is being transported to mental hospital for observation. James assesses you with a newfound respect. Very clean. I believe our test of Project Aegis was a success, Angel V. Herr Brackhaus is having it weaponized now for distribution to knight-errant forces. The authorities are going to have a great many questions about this incident, and they will need to provide details. The Universal Brotherhood has a great many chapter houses, and they must be dealt with immediately. Was geschieht als nächstes? That is for others to determine. People other than you. Still, you have turned in a yeoman's effort, and, regardless of your obvious flaws, you are deserving of a reward. What would you ask of me? Was bitten wir? Weil kosten wir ihm als VP der Sicherheit das Badge. Oder einfach nur Cash. Das wäre sicher ein Weg von der Straße. Aber Geld? Und das ist auch. I do. Telestrian's eyes breaks for a moment. I do indeed, and I believe you have already undergone the required interview. Very well, Angel V. Report to work as the Vice President of Telestrian Industries Corporation Security on Monday. Just wear something more appropriate. Good day. Das ist mal ein Aufstieg. Coyote. Guess that's it, huh? You captured Sam's killer and now he'll get his justice. Ja, da hing ein bisschen mehr dran, als ich erwartete. She looks back at the Universal Brotherhood. Just a little. Coyote grins, first time. Well, I'm gonna grab Paco, head back to the Union. Maybe watch a thread or something, and I could use a long shower too. After that... Back to destroying the BTL trade? You could learn the business, take over from Miss Kubota someday. She gets a twinkle in her eyes. Someday, maybe, when the rest of my body is made of metal too. But not today. Today, I run the shadows. Get paid. Get dirty. See you around, Angel V. You're quite a lady, I can honestly say. I've never met an elf quite like you. Danke für die Blumen. Harlequin. Wohl Abschied für den Moment. The painted elf is watching the scene unfolding around the Universal Brotherhood with a grimace. Well, kid, it's been fun, but I've seen everything I care to see today. I'm gonna get out of here. Wo ist Herr Brackhaus? Dachte er, würde auch hier sein. Okay, wer bist du? Ein Freund. Until I need you for something, then I'm a bastard. Okay, das wollte ich eigentlich kriegen. He flew back to Berlin. All sorts of things brewing there. He was very impressed with you, though. He could probably return to work someday. But I'd forget about him if I were you. Never make a deal with a dragon kid. They're playing a different game entirely. Okay, das war ein Problem. He gestures at the crowd as he speaks. Look around. Not the members of the press being shuffled away by Universal Brotherhood spokespeople to get a private briefing. The Brotherhood is connected. The damage control team is probably on the way right now. Denkst du, sie können die Presse kontrollieren? One way or another, they will. They can't be manipulated, coerced, or bribed. They'll probably disappear. Quietly. There's more, though. He nods his head toward James Telestrian. Note the expression on the UCAS FBI agent speaking to Telestrian. It's massive, isn't it? That's because there's no love lost between the UCAS and Tiatanga. They are not going to trust what he's telling them. And frankly, I have no idea what he's telling them. James plays his own game. Always has. Wie könnte er das zu seinem Vorteil nutzen? Well, there's an economic incentive for one, power for another. If there was an outbreak of bugs in a major city and his company had the only product capable of combating it, I think it might give him some sort of edge. I'm not saying he'd do that, but I'm saying that his field test results were quite compelling. Let me show you one more. He points at someone in the crowd and smiles. The man sees him pointing and smiles back. That guy there. He's with Ares Microtechnology, enormous megacorp. Ridiculously powerful. They've been sniffing around Project Aegis for quite a while now. Clearly they've had an agenda that's just starting to unfold. He gives the Ares man the finger. The man smiles and returns the gesture. Government, media, business, all working to ensure the truth stays hidden. Not from me. No, not from you. You're a runner, that's the idea. But it's not the giant machination it appears to be. In a way, it's worse. It's a series of conspiracies, conflicting agendas, and petty jealousies, all building upon, feeding upon, and excreting into an unending web of dread that people wade through every day and call it life. If there was one Dark Lord controlling everything, and he could have a magic sword through his heart to free the world, that would be grand. Such clarity, such focus. Alas. See you around, Harlequin. Oh, McCluskey, was hast du zu der Sache zu sagen? Wir haben deinen Job gemacht. Wieder mal. McCluskey's alternating between trying to look important and trying to avoid actual work. What you looking at, Tube? Hey, McCluskey, I just spoke to Mr. Telestrian. He said you got your lieutenant's badge. McCluskey beams, then his brow furrows. I did? I didn't hear about it. Yep, he said go to the station house right away. They're throwing a surprise party for you. Oh, Drake, I shouldn't have said anything. He smirks. I'll surprise them then. Ja, das wird sicher eine Überraschung, aber nicht die, mit der er rechnet. Jake, du auch hier. Jake shakes his head, smirking as you approach. When you finally get close, he breaks out laughing. I heard the Universal Brotherhood was getting shot up on the police scanner. Knew it had to be you. Did you get her? Did you doubt I would? Not for a minute. He scratches his mop of red hair. I guess that concludes the story of Angel V and the Dead Man's Switch, huh? You know, I've been thinking. Maybe I should stay in Seattle a while. There's plenty of ways folks like us can get in trouble here. You only skimmed the surface. I heard Zoom was looking for a team and they specifically want a woman. No idea what that's about. They just got word that something going on at Crater Lake. The Tears got in a total lockdown, no fly zone, the whole thing. There could be something in it for us if we poke around. And there's always the Orc Underground. Haven't seen that yet, have you? I got plenty of friends who'll good for a job. Something's bound to come up. What do you say? Ich denk mal drüber nach, Jake. You do that. You want to find me? I'll be at McCracken's later. Got a taste for some seafood. Take it easy, chumma. Oh, lass dich drauf. Dresden. Natürlich ist er auch hier. The little coroner's surprised to see you, but he can't hide his delight. Hey, Sherry. Was wondering if you was going to see you again. I guess you should be surprised to find you here. Wherever there's mayhem, that's where you'll find me. I guess so. He pops his eyebrows, eager. You know it's all over the tri-bit, right? They found the Emerald City Ripper dead at some asylum out in Snohomish, of all places. Turns out he's been masquerading at the head administrator or something. They found him dead from some sort of vigilante attack. He leans in, whispers conspiratorially. You won't tell anything about that, would you? Why, Mr. Dresden, I've no idea what you mean. That's what I thought. Well, no one can say he didn't have it coming, am I right? He frowns at himself. That was a double negative. So, the big question. What about the dead man's switch? Not the Ripper's dead. Are you going to collect? Damn right I'm gonna collect. Excellent. I'm sure you deserve it. How do you collect? I was told I need a secure line to call the number Sam gave me. Can't use my comlink. He brightens. Downstairs emergency response team set up secure phone line right here to coordinate the efforts. I can authorize you to use it. Guess it's time to end this thing. I guess it's time. Guess so. Take care, Angelie. Now then. The phone before you has a simple numerical keypad. You can use it to call Sam's law firm and cash in on the dead man's switch. You tap in the phone number Sam's lawyer gave you days ago. The phone rings 7 times before someone finally answers. The image of the lawyer on the other end of the vidphone is noticeably different from the one you saw a few days ago. The noise in the background sounds like it's coming from a bar. Yeah? He squints at the phone and recognition slowly appears on his face. Oh, hey, it's you, Angel Wee, right? Sorry, you got Sam's killer, huh? That's right, and I want to get paid. Sure, of course you do. Hang on, let me slot Sam's video for you. He fumbles for a moment and the camera jerks crazily. Then it goes to static and is replaced by Sam. Good old Sam. Das spielt sich. Ende geht sicher nicht so aus, wie wir uns erhofft haben, befürchte ich. Sam still looks like Drac. Same clothes, same background. Probably shot at the same time as the first video. Hey buddy, looking good, he giggles. If you're calling this number, that means the job is done, right? He closes his eyes, shakes his head. Congratulations, amigo, I know you do it. You were always the dependable one. More than me, anyway. He looks back at you, trying to speak soberly. I just want to say thank you. For whatever you did. It means a lot. Not even knowing what you did, it still means a lot. 'Cause I know you did something. You know what I mean? I know you made it right, somehow. He pauses, tilts his head back. His breath hitches in his chest. You're the only one. The only one who ever gave her. Who ever tried to help me. Ever. Except my sister. She tried. More than once. She tried. I never let her through. Never let her in. I regret that a lot. Did I ever tell her about her buddy? We're twins. Were twins, I guess. You're still a twin of the one if you dies. I don't know. Doesn't matter, I guess. God, listen. Do me a favor, will you? If you talk to her, her name is Jessica. Tell her I'm sorry, okay? For everything. She'll know what for. She's Catholic, so she'll forgive me. I need her to forgive me. Just tell her I love her. Oh, wenn du nur wüsstest, Sam. Wenn du nur wüsstest. He straightens himself. Shakes it off. The grin is back. Anyway, you need to get paid. Which would be great, except for one thing. I got nothing. Never did. You know how it is, right? Sorry. But hey, thanks again for giving a crap. Seriously, I appreciate it. Tell you what, if you feel sore about it, look into my family background a bit. There's gotta be people with money in there somewhere. Maybe one of them can throw you a few bucks. Take care, amigo. See you in hell. He reaches forward and shuts off the camera. The windscreen goes to static and the call ends. There's a moment of silence, and then you feel a tug on your jacket. It's Dresden. So, what do you say? Thank you. He just said thank you. The Emerald City Ripper killings are sensationalized for several weeks. Lurid reports focus on the killer masquerading as the administrator of Mercy Mental Hospital. Soon after, pop singer Maria Mercurial is cast as the lead in Dr. Ripper, a dry-wit thriller about a reporter who goes undercover as a mental patient to uncover a serial killer. Seattle Newsnet reports a shootout at a chapter house of the Universal Brotherhood. Witnesses claim that a gang of religious fanatics stormed the building for unknown reasons but committed suicide before they could be captured. All mentions of an insect spirit, James Telestrian III, or Shadowrunners are kept out of the news. 1 year later, the city of Chicago declares a quarantine area between Lake Michigan and the Des Plaines River. Officially, the Chicago Containment Zone is established to fight an outbreak of an infectious virus, but an infestation of insect spirits is suspected by those who know. A mature form of Project Aegis, called Fabs 3, is eventually deployed to remove the bug threat from Chicago. The Watts family name has since been lost to the shadows. Das war Shadowrun Returns von Harebrained Schemes Production.